Sorry Bookaholic. My name is Dorothy and today is my weekly reading wrap up where I go day to day and give you my thoughts on the books I'm reading during the week. Okay, this past weekend I did do quite a bit of reading, so bear with me. I ended up finishing 7 Dirty Secrets by Natalie D. Richards. This I ended up giving 4 stars. We follow a girl who goes on this kind of like a mysterious scavenger hunt where each of the clues represents something from her past. And as we go on with the scavenger hunt, we find out things about her past and the relationship she had with her last boyfriend. Now, I will say I did not see the twist happen because it has you thinking other things are going on. But with that said, like I said, I gave it 4 stars. Really did enjoy it. The audiobook was really good. After I finished this, I picked up #Murder Trending and ended up finishing it within the night. This I gave 4 stars. This is where we follow a girl who's been accused of murder, and she's in this prison cell where you can get killed, and it's all being streamed on like a app. Again, didn't see the twist coming with this one either. We find some things out about the creator of the app and their family. Like I said, 4 stars. Really did enjoy it. I don't know though if I'm gonna pick up the second one right away or not. We'll have to see. Along with those, I did read 3 or 4 more stories in my book. Again, none of them really stuck to my brain, so they kind of just, I listen to them and then the information's gone, and that happens sometimes with me with books, especially the older I get. Other than that, not much to say about them. And that I read all of that like Friday night, Saturday morning. Saturday we also read a bit of Toymaker Saturday night and stuff, but we went to the bookstore and I had taken my Toymaker with me and I forgot in my car. And my husband took my car to go have a boys' night, so I picked up Volume 2 Olympus and finished that after he got home. Since then, I did also read page 150 in Born to Survive. I will say the copy I have, and I looked online at other reviews and I've seen this a common thing, and I've seen replies from the author that there's a newer version with less editing mistakes, so it throws you off a little bit of reading it, just a little. But this is about the author's childhood and growing up and some of the things she's went through, and she's went through a hell of a lot between basically foster care and different types of abuse, physical, emotional, psychological, everything. But I have about 36 minutes left of this book, so either I'll finish it before bed or tomorrow. We'll see. And that leads us to the Toymaker, which I'm on page 171 now. I've been reading this off and on during the weekend between listening to the audiobooks and some of Poe and reading Lord Olympus and doing other things. I've been reading this off and on. Most of the chapters are short, so I can read a chapter and then do some chores or something. The only other thing I gotta update you on is after I finish #Murder Trending, I did start Stuck With You by Ali Hazelwood. I'm 73% in it. I see where people are saying these are very formulaic because it's basically person and sim, some form of sim, some love interest, some kind of complication, most likely miscommunication at some point of some kind, and maybe a hate to love or maybe grumpy sunshine type thing. And I'm not angry about it. It's enjoyable to read. I can keep up with it. I don't need to think too much about it, and it's good kind of like filler book for me, especially this month with a lot of the darker stuff. But other than that, not much to say on that, and that's all I have for this update, which is probably a long Monday mornings tends to be long ones. So with that, I'll see you later with another update. Here with another update. I did get to page 198 in the Toymaker. I've had a whole lot of time to read since the last update, so see how much I get done before work. Still have about a little less than an hour left to get ready, and still have a little bit less than an hour before I have to leave, so we'll see with that. Did read like 3 more stories in Poe. Still nothing that stands out really in my mind, so that said, that's all I have on that. Then I read a little bit more of Stuck With You, about 85% of the way through. I have like just under 30 minutes left with that one. Again, is that whole person and people in sim, hate to love, miscommunication, second chance kind of thing. I also finished Before Bed, Born to Survive. Finished that. I gave it 4 stars. It would probably have been a 5 if there wasn't so many errors, because a lot of them were very confusing, like the way things were worded and stuff. They would be like double words and whatnot. Like it would be like, she went to blah 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 blah. So it kind of confuses you a bit, but her story is one that needs to be told because a lot of people go through very traumatic things in their life, and it's very isolating. I went through some stuff with my parents and my grandma, so I know how it is to have a broken home. Now, I wasn't in foster care at all, but her telling her story and how all the abuse she went through between lovers and her parents and grandparents and people who she supposedly trusted is a story that needs to be told. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail because if you want to read it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but just know, despite the editing errors, it is a decent read, and I hate to say enjoy because it is a very traumatic very traumatic story that she has, but it was intriguing to read. With that said, that's all I have for this update. I'll see you later with another one. Hey guys, here with another update. I ended up reading to page 221 in the Toymaker. I don't know how to sum up my thoughts on this one. It is starting to get a little creepy. That sort of strange, creepy. Both of those words works. We have the doll has made an appearance, and there's something about it that's unsettling. At times it almost, like he says, it's like they don't realize they're talking for the dummy, and then this force is like guiding people to certain things. So it's like strange. We'll see how that goes. I finished Stuck With You. I'll probably give it 3 stars. It's not, like I said before, it's like a popcorn read, and it's not stimulating. It's nothing new. We have boy meet girl, something happens, the girl takes it wrong, friends don't really help, and then some do, get back together. It's not much to it, though I did enjoy it. It's just, there's not much of a plot there. So I'll give it 3 stars. I'll end up reading more from the author, obviously, because it's good filler books for whatever else I'm reading. So when I wake up, I'll probably start Get Dirty by Gretchen McNeil, along with listen to some Poe's work. I did read some of the Mostly Real McCoy. I got to page 127. About 47% of the way. I'll probably read a little bit more before bed. After I get done filming this clip, I'll be going to lay down. That's all I've read so far since the last update. That said, I'm going to end this here. I'll see you in the next update. Hey guys, here with another update. So far, I've only read a little bit of Toymaker. I'm only on page 28. Haven't had much time before work to read. I might go ahead and get ready for work and read a little bit more. I have listened to a couple stories in Poe. Again, nothing that stands out in my brain. I'm kind of just listening to them on auto. But I'm waiting for the ones that I do know. And I know that's what I'm doing. Going through the ones I don't know and the language, and it's old English, so I don't understand half of what they're saying. And with this, it's not like, I guess Spark knows that does some William Shakespeare's plays, and it's not like that. This is in old English. Sometimes it has like other languages thrown into it. Couldn't tell you what the languages were because I'm not that well diverse in speaking different languages. I know a little bit of Japanese, French, and Spanish and sign language, and that's about it. And it's very little of each of them. So with that said, I also read a little bit of the Mostly Real McCoy. I got to 52% of the way through it, so I'm on page 140 now. I'm enjoying it. I'm getting a little annoyed with the main characters, like, just tell him what's going on. She keeps telling him things, but it's not the main thing. So I'm getting a little annoyed with our main character here. But other than that, I am enjoying reading it, seeing the relationship bloom and how close the guy's daughter is getting to her and whatnot. But now, with the last chapter, her parents are going to show up, and I want to see what happens there, because from what I've heard, her mom's a drama queen, basically, and thinks she can't control her own life. That said, that's all I have for this update. I'll see you with another one. Hello guys, here with another update. I haven't read much of the Toymaker since I've been home. I only got to page 244, read a couple chapters before work, but not much since I got home. During my breaks I read a bit of the mostly real McCoy, got to page 153, about 57% of the way through this one. Like I said earlier, I am enjoying it. It's a lighter read. It's a lighter read for me. On top of that, I did read a small smidge of Get Dirty by Gretchen McNeil. I'm only 3% of the way through that, about 15-16 minutes into it. I don't have like I said before, I don't have a very long commute, but it's just something other than music to listen to. That said, I'm gonna go get ready for bed, take a bath and relax. Either I'll listen to my audiobook or I'll physically read Toymaker and read mostly real McCoy before bed. With that said, that's all I have for this update. See you soon, the next one. Hey guys, here with another update. I haven't read any more of Poe. I did read up to page 52 in Toymaker, an event that happened in there, I think it said in the 70s. So we'll see where that takes us here in the next few chapters and whatnot. Other than that, there's no in-depth thoughts. I have listened to a tiny bit of Get Dirty. I got to 5% of that. Less than 30 minutes into it, so I don't really have much to say. I did read to about 57% of the book last night. 63% of the Mostly Real McCoy. I'm on page 171, so I have a little over 100 pages left. I'll read some more of this during my breaks at work. With that said, not much more to update. I know I want to get the Toymaker finished this weekend, so we'll see about that. If not, I'll just carry it over into November, and it'll be my first read for November. Other than that, not much else to say. I know they canceled my Friday, so I'll have an extra day I have 2 extra days because they told me I have Monday off as well. So with that said, that'll be a 4-day weekend. I do know I have to go to my in-laws on Saturday, so we'll see how much reading and listening to audiobooks I'll get done this weekend. With that said, I'm gonna let you go. I'll see you in the next update. Hey guys, here with another update. I haven't read much of Toymaker. I'm only to 260. Been really tired, so hopefully I can get one read tonight. Since I'm off. I did read a bit of the Mostly Real McCoy. I'm on page 177, so I'm about 65% of the way through. We're also getting fake dating, fake marriage in this one. Also got a little bit more into Get Dirty. On 9% of the way through. While I get more of it read tonight as well. That said, that's all I have for this update. I'll see you later with another one. Hopefully with a more extensive reading too. That said, see you later. Here with another update. I just finished listening to The Devil in the Belfry by Edgar Allan Poe. Obviously, I listened to it. I found an audiobook on YouTube. It was a strange read. A lot of his works are strange, so I'm just going to keep saying that every time I listen to one. I listened to it while I did a little bit of chores in the house, so that said, that's all I have for this one. I read page 272 in the Toymaker. Not very much. Earlier, when I took my bath, I couldn't really focus, so I just watched Dead Meat. So I'm about maybe a little under 50% of the way through. Hopefully I can finish this book over this weekend. Didn't read any more Get Dirty, but I did read quite a bit of the Mostly Real McCoy. Got to page 218, about 80% of the way through. When I laid down, I couldn't sleep, so I just kept reading and reading. I'm like, oh, I have 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever of the next chapter. I'll just read the next chapter. And so with that said, that's all I've read since last update, so I'll see you later with another one, hopefully with a lot more read since I'm off tonight, even though I'm running a little behind schedule of what I want to do. Hopefully also I can get this library cleaned up. What you can't see is there's a bunch of books around me, so that's my project for the night. So I'll have a lot of audiobook listening and whatnot. I also have to take pictures for Instagram, so got a lot to do. So with that said, I'll see you in the next update. For real this time. Hey guys, here with another update. I got to 43% of Get Dirty by Gretchen McNeil. Not really sticking with me, but I'll finish this audiobook and move on to another one at some point today. Did listen to a couple stories in Poe. Halfway through the Fall of the House of Usher. Not much to say about the Poe work. Haven't gotten too much more of Toymaker read. I'm on page 278. I will say something I forgot to mention earlier. I wasn't fully awake earlier, and obviously I'm not fully awake now. Triggers for child abuse. There's I wouldn't say a chapter, but the step-parent is literally beating the child. And I don't mean like, oh, he's getting smacked on his butt for something he didn't do or whatever. He's getting beaten. The guy, his stepfather is punching him. Now there's punishment and then there's going too far. And he was going way too far. It's not a swift smack to the butt. He's punching him in the face and the ribs and the shoulder. Hard enough to leave bruises. And it's just that's one of the few things that will trigger me, and it irked me. Now, where I'm at now, some other things are going on, so we'll see. I'm about maybe halfway through. Hopefully I can get more read tonight. I'm not going to bed anytime soon, because I have to go to the grocery store. My husband to get up, so still have some time to read. I did finish the chapter I was working on yesterday, on the Mostly Real McCoy. That is just, I keep saying this, but like a popcorn read. It's a romance, like a rom-com movie, where it doesn't have to be good to kind of enjoy it. But like I said before, we have our two main characters, Brooke and Mac. Both are hiding stuff. Brooke's kind of come clean now. Mac hasn't. Mac has a daughter named Daisy, which is what brought them together. So we have what I would call chance meeting. We have not second chance. We have like a fake marriage in here. Brooke is this kind of like, I wouldn't say quirky, but she's not the run-of-the-mill kind of girl. She's not the pretty one. She's like the one that's kind of dorky. But other than that, I don't want to say too much, but I am really enjoying it. I'm kind of wanting to read the Mostly Real McCoy and the Toymaker. So maybe I'm just kind of burnt out on the darker stuff, which I kind of figured with October being a lot of darker stuff. That's why I try to throw in a few of the graphic novels I did. And if you're wondering, because you probably noticed some of the books changed in the background a little bit between earlier and now. I did get the bookshelf reorganized. I pulled some books that I'm probably going to unhaul. Still deciding if I want to do an unhaul video or not. We'll see about that, because I don't have time to post it next month because I have videos already planned. I am thinking about the week of Thanksgiving, not doing a weekly reading update, but posting an extra book tag, so you'll still get the same number of videos. So we'll see about that. So I'll see you later with another update when I wake up later. Guys, quick update because I really haven't read much. I read a bit of the Mostly Real McCoy. Got to 249 in here. I'll probably finish it this weekend. I didn't read any more of the Toymaker, nor my audiobook Get Dirty. Didn't read any more posts since the last update. Honestly, I just woke up not too long ago, so I know my battery probably died on my camera, so I make this quick update. So, like I said, read some of the Mostly Real McCoy. I'm enjoying it. I'll probably finish it here soon. So with that said, all the books I mentioned in this video will be listed down below, along with my Goodreads, Instagram, and my blog. With that said, have a wonderful day. Read what you love.